President Trump saying he is disappointed Musk has criticized the big, beautiful bill as Musk takes the fight to X.
And now it's getting personal. Fox News team coverage. Kim Strassel joins us in just moments.
But we begin with senior national correspondent Rich Edson. He's live from the White House for us. So, Rich, what an exciting day there. It looks like Musk has taken this fight to a whole new level.
Yeah, it's still ongoing thanks to the social media platform he's owned. Musk has been responding to the comments that President Trump just made a short while ago in there. At least for the visitor in person, the German Chancellor Friedrich Merz, he seems to so far have had a good visit. Trump even praised his communication skills, asking if his German was as good as his English. So they had the Oval Office session, lasted about 45 minutes between the two world leaders. They, and by they I mean largely President Trump, discussed trade, Ukraine, and the Biden administration. The president also criticized Elon Musk, who has strongly opposed the Republicans' big, beautiful bill. Trump says Musk only opposes it because Congress is cutting electric vehicle subsidies.
He never had a problem until right after he left. And if you saw the statements he made about me, which I'm sure you can get very easily, it's very fresh on tape, he said the most beautiful things about me. And he hasn't said bad about me personally, but I'm sure that'll be next.
Well, Musk was watching and responded, whatever. Keep the EV solar incentive cuts in the bill, even though no oil and gas subsidies are touched. Very unfair. But ditch the mountain of disgusting pork in the bill. In the entire history of civilization, there has never been legislation that both big and beautiful. Everyone knows this. Either you get a big and ugly bill or a slim and beautiful bill. Slim and beautiful is the way. He's still going on X. He says, without me, Elon says, Trump would have lost the election. Dems would control the House and the Republicans would be 51-49 in the Senate. I can't imagine that doesn't go replied to at some point now after the president meets with the chancellor. Now, on to Ukraine in this meeting. On Ukraine, the president likened the war there as two kids that sometimes need to fight it out, but then stressed he wants to stop the killing and says if Russia is out of line, you'll be amazed at how tough he can be. Merz noted that Ukraine is targeting Russian military positions while Russia is targeting Ukrainian civilians. A lot going on. John and Sandra, back to you.
As always, Rich Edson, thank you. John?
All right, let's dig a little deeper on all of this. Kim Strassel is a Wall Street Journal opinion columnist and a Fox News contributor. I was going to start with foreign policy, but I think we have to start with personal relationships here. This is what set it all off, this back and forth now between Trump and Musk in the Oval Office. Listen here.
Elon and I had a great relationship. I don't know if we're well anymore. I'm very disappointed because Elon knew the inner workings of this bill better than almost anybody sitting here, better than you people. He knew everything about it. He had no problem with it. All of a sudden he had a problem, and he only developed the problem when he found out that we're going to have to cut the EV mandate. I'm very disappointed in Elon. I've helped Elon a lot.
So after the president said that, Musk shot back. What are you talking about? Nobody ever told me about the bill. I had no idea what was in it. It was passed in the middle of the night. Nobody got a chance to look at it before it went through the voting procedure in the House. But, I mean, I was joking with Sandra. Whoever had in their bingo card that these two would split up? I think just about everybody.
You know what? I actually did have it on my bingo card, John, or at least an upset like this, because the thing you got to know about Elon Musk is he is famous for speaking his mind. And look, that's why I think Trump is maybe incorrect about what has inspired him to do this. I would argue that he kept his peace while he was officially working still on Doge. And then when he was released from that, he felt more capable of being honest. But I get his frustration, too, by the way. I mean, he supported these Republicans in part because of their willingness on the campaign trail to say that they were going to roll back Joe Biden's spending blowout. He then devotes 5-6 months of his life to Doge and trying to cut waste and spending, and he was very clear that that's why he did it. He was very worried about America's financial picture. And then we have this Republican bill, and by the way, I am as happy as anyone that the tax provisions will stop a tax hike. But the spending cut provisions in it are really pathetic. He's saying something that's pretty obvious. Republicans have not really backed up their rhetoric. They're not doing much on the spending side, and that's what provoked him to come out and say this.
You know, I should point out, when after Trump said, I'm very disappointed in Elon, I've helped Elon a lot, Elon fired back in a reply to somebody else to say, without me, Trump would have lost the election. Dems would control the House and Republicans would be 51-49 in the Senate. And then he tagged that by saying such ingratitude. As Rich Edson was saying, I mean, So you can count down from 10 for the Trump response to that.
Yeah, I'm not sure that that's very accurate either, what Elon just put out. I think that Donald Trump, I mean, he certainly enjoyed the money, and I think that there was definitely a benefit to having that kind of a benefactor behind them as a money machine. But the fundamentals of this election went a lot deeper than just the cash flow. And if you want proof of that, look for the fact that Democrats still outspent Republicans by and large, and they still lost the election.
So where do you think this goes in the future now? I mean, if you take a look at Musk, he was beloved on the left. They loved him for his electric vehicles. Then he became a pariah of the left. Republicans began to embrace him, but I think that his popularity with Republicans pales in comparison to those of Donald Trump. So who's going to be the odd person out here, Musk or Trump?
Well, look, I'd like to hope that Republicans decide to view this for what it is, which I would argue is it's pretty constructive criticism. I mean, put aside the green tax credits, and Musk is wrong on that. Like, if we're going to get rid of handouts and we're going to get rid of government waste, that should be included in the pot. But he's trying to say, look, you need to really make a bigger hit at spending cuts here. If they took that constructive advice, by the way, they'd come out of this with a better bill and be able to do more for the economy as well too. And then, because this relationship is good, look at all the ideas and the energy he brought to this Department of Government Efficiency project in Washington. This is the kind of fresh thinking the GOP can benefit from. He's got a big following. A lot of people are energized by it. I think that this would be a relationship both sides have a benefit to repairing at this point.
Well, the end of this bromance is going to be a messy one because they both have very big megaphones. Kimberly, thanks for switching topics on us so quickly. Appreciate it.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.